But the problem here is you tend to jump into the market and you only look at the 5-minute chart and 1-minute chart and execute buy or sell just by looking at these lower time frames. And if you keep doing it, then you get loss cut many times and your asset, your important capital, will be keep decreasing. In this case, you have to wait until the price gets closer to this red line, and that's the topic that I'll be talking about today. That's the topic I want to talk about. So how can we wait until the price gets close to this red line? Right. Mara-san, would you let it go as a trade once it does break down now? And never pull back the red line. Okay, yeah, that's another thing that I was gonna talk about. But yeah, so people might ask, what if, right? What if the market doesn't keep going up to this price level? Then you have no chance, right? You have no trade chance. And my answer is yes, right? I mean, yes, you don't have a trade chance. That means you have to see it off. You have to see it off. I mean, you cannot trade if the price keeps going down from here. So let me rephrase it. Let's say if the market keeps going down without touching this price level of this red line here, without touching it, if the price keeps going down, then you cannot place a sell, right? You shouldn't place a sell because you didn't find the trading edge on the market. I wouldn't place sell. If the price keeps going down from this point here without touching it, I won't place a sell. But if the price touches on this red line, then I will place a sell because this is the trading edge on the market in my analysis. But if the price keeps going down from here, then I won't take trades. So how to avoid it? How to avoid jump into the market? And my advice are two, right? First one is wait for 5 minutes before executing trades. Just 5 minutes, right? Just wait for 5 minutes before executing trades. Because you tend to jump into the market because as soon as you see the market like this, you just place a sell, right? You just click here and just click sell button here, right? And just place a position. But before before clicking this sell button or buy button, you time yourself and wait for 5 minutes. And just taste that 5 minutes, right? Taste it for yourself. How you feel, how you struggle. Maybe the 5 minutes might feel forever to you at that time because you think the chance is right there, right? You think the chance right there. If you sell, the market might break this one line downwards. You might think the chance is right in front of you. So what's the reason for waiting, right? But if you wait, then there's a less chance of regretting. And also you can wait for the trading edge, the true trading edge on the market. So my advice to avoid jump into the market is to wait for 5 minutes before placing sell or buy. So instead of just placing sell, clicking sell or buy here, you just wait for 5 minutes, and after the 5 minutes, if you still think that it's a trade chance, then take that position. But after 5 minutes, if you think it's not a trade chance anymore, then just look for another trade chance. In that case, by doing that, you know exactly which position you should take or which position you shouldn't take. Just 5 minutes of your time. Just wait for 5 minutes. Then you're gonna see lots of different things about yourself. And also the second advice would be you can train yourself in your daily life for waiting or for not jumping into the market. For example, like when you go to the mall and when you look for a bag, for example, you look for the ideal bag, right? You have the idea, or you already have the idea that what kind of bag you want to get, right, at the mall. And you go to the mall and you see the bag right in front of you, right? And you might be excited and say, like, and say, oh wow, there's my ideal bag right there in front of you, right? And you might jump in and buy it. But instead of doing that, you wait for 5 minutes before making decisions and just taste that 5 minutes. And after the 5 minutes, if you still want to get that bag, then go ahead. But you may feel differently. You may feel after 5 minutes, maybe you might think, oh, maybe the color is not really, I don't like that color, or maybe the way I hold it might not be comfortable. You may find things like that after 5 minutes. So the psychology becomes completely different from jumping into the bag. Another example would be when you go to the restaurant. Before, just wait for 5 minutes, right? No matter how much you want have that steak, how bad you want that like pasta or pizza or whatever, no matter how bad you want that sushi in front of you, wait for 5 minutes. Just close that menu. Just put that on the desk. Look around. Look at the window, and wait for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, you open the menu, and you look at that sushi. If you still want that, then get it. But you may feel different. You may feel, oh, maybe this pasta tastes better, or maybe this pizza looks delicious, right? You may feel different. And in that case, you close the book again, right? You close that menu again. You wait for 5 more minutes, and you open it again. This is like the training that you can do in your daily life to avoid jumping into the market in Forex. I sometimes do it, like when I go to the restaurant, and before I leave my house, okay, today let's have a burger, right? For example, let's have a burger, and I stand right in front of the burger shop, and it looks very delicious. But sometimes I wait for 5 minutes. I just go away from that shop. I just walk around and come back to that shop. And if I still want that, then I will go into the shop. But sometimes I feel differently. I feel, oh, maybe I don't feel like eating the burger anymore. Let's just go eat sushi, right? Sometimes I feel different. And exactly the same thing is happening in Forex. Okay, it's a trade chance. Let's place a sell here, right? You may think like that as soon as you look at the chart. But just wait for 5 minutes. Right? Just wait for 5 minutes and see how you feel after the 5 minutes. You may feel differently, or maybe this might not be a sell chance, right? You may have a second thought after 5 minutes, and that's very important. That's where the wisdom becomes, right? And if you can train yourself and get used to it, then you will have no problem of waiting for the trade chance, for the trading edge on the market. But if you keep jumping on the market like that without having any second thoughts or creating scenarios, the problem is when the market keeps going backwards. If you jump into the market and if the market keeps towards the direction you expect, it's okay. It's okay. But the problem is after you jump into the market, and the problem is when the price actually goes backwards. And that's when you might regret. You might regret the result. So to avoid regretting, one of the ways to not jump into the market